What's going on, fellow A-plussers? It's your boy Adam Perez back once again with another movie review as we are in fact finishing off this trilogy of Creed films. That's right, all week long we've been dropping our review for Creed 1, Creed 2 earlier today, and tonight, guys, I'm recording Creed 3 review. It's been pretty cool, honestly, to kind of sit down and watch the journey of Adonis Creed, where he came from with the inclusion of Rocky Balboa to the point where we're at here in this particular movie where he's truly his own man, has established his own family, and is really handling his own business. We got Michael B. Jordan in this particular film that is in fact doing his directorial debut. So a lot of big things, guys, happening in Creed 3, which we're going to go ahead and talk about today. If you guys have not had the opportunity to check out Creed 3, please do yourselves a favor and certainly go ahead and check it out. It just came out in theaters as of this evening, Friday night. So definitely go ahead and check it out this weekend if you certainly have some time on your hands. So let's go ahead and talk about this particular movie, man, because me and the girlfriend walked out of this movie extremely pleased. I thought this was such a good movie, such an excellent movie. I really had a good time with this, man. It's funny, earlier this week my girlfriend was talking about the idea that she necessarily wasn't the biggest fan of the first Creed or second Creed film, mostly probably because of the fact that she doesn't think that Michael B. Jordan is that good of an actor. And while I personally don't mind some of his performances, there is some truth to that I can definitely understand. That there are elements that sometimes I would like to see Michael B. Jordan go to that next level. Well, he goes to that next level here in this particular film within Creed 3. And I do think a lot of that certainly comes from Jonathan Majors being opposite of him and really asking a lot of him. I think he knows, hey, I'm in here with a heavyweight sort of actor. And I think Michael B. Jordan really brought his A game in this. I think a lot of that really also goes to the incredible script that they wind up having in here, which, while Ryan Coogler did not direct this film, surprisingly to me, he actually came up with the story for this movie, and maybe it's his wife that might have actually did the screenplay, like actually adapted it for the screen. So when I sit back and actually watch this movie, after the credits roll and I see, oh, Ryan Coogler actually put this together, top-notch writing in here. I think he did an incredible job of just building a very intense and a very personal sort of story between the two main characters here in Adonis, along with his longtime friend who's been in prison for a long period of time in Dame Anderson, played by Jonathan Majors in here. And seeing these two on screen together, not only is it just great for black actors, I mean, you're talking like top echelon right now. I mean, these two guys really delivered and really sunk their teeth into this script to make just the entire movie very much drama filled, sort of intense, very on the edge of your seat sort of thing, to kind of see how the revelations are going to come out and even how how the story is truly going to unfold between these two. Michael B. Jordan did an incredible job in here in regards to his direction. Him and the cinematographer in here, I thought, did an incredible job, just really breathtaking sequences and scenes. The action pieces in here. Let me just say, while there is no Sylvester Stallone in this movie, and it really has sort of separated itself from the Rocky films, with this now being Adonis Creed's movie, and really Michael B. Jordan kind of carrying this particular franchise, one of the things that I appreciate that they continue to keep from the Rocky franchise and keep that tradition going. Great action sequences when it comes to the boxing matches inside. Michael B. Jordan did talk a little bit about having a lot of sort of anime influences in there, and I could definitely tell just from the very first bell, honestly. I love his directing work in regards to the fights, the idea of sort of like being fixated on one fighter and following them sort of around the ring. Like, there's a really cool shot where he's got speed up and slow motion movements that kind of happen during the fight sequence as the camera kind of like follows behind his opponent sort of thing and tracks where Michael B. Jordan's character Adonis is. I thought they did a brilliant job, especially towards the final match between Dame and Adonis. Just some really clever ways of making it more intense, more personal. I love just the idea of seeing these two kind of reminiscing on the struggles and the stuff that they've kind of been through. Like when Jonathan Majors takes the lead, and you see sort of like I don't want to get too much into it, but just very creative in regards to giving us a brand new feel for the fighting sequences, and doing things completely different than what we have come to know from the Rocky franchise. And for me, that made it feel fresh and new and super exciting, honestly. So I thought the fight sequences were definitely there. The training montages that I think a lot of us love from Rocky, definitely there. Also getting the opportunity to follow both of the fighters, seeing their struggles during training and what they have to really dig down deep within themselves to kind of get them back to where they certainly were. So Michael B. Jordan did an amazing job when it comes to here. And also, again, despite the idea of Rocky no longer being in here, there are maybe one or two Rocky themes that are kind of remixed a little bit, which for me as a Rocky fan was really appreciative that they continue to take nods to the franchise that helped them certainly get where they're at today. And even the idea that Adonis, keeping some of the training and the mental preparation that Rocky wind up teaching him in the early films, carrying that over here into this. Again, even though Rocky Balboa wasn't there, there is certainly a spirit of Rocky that certainly resided in this film. There were moments in here too when you see Adonis sort of like at his lowest, where you kind of are waiting for sort of that Rocky Balboa pep talk to come in, or to have that serious conversation with him. And even though Sylvester Stallone's not in here, they did a great job of allowing just the women in his life to help him get to that point, whether that be was a Felicia Rashad as his mother, or even Tessa Thompson as his wife in here, just giving him great and meaningful and powerful messages in here that really resonate with him. But for me, man, again, the drama was great in here, very intense, very personal, and I think that's what I really loved about this particular film. This, for me, by far is the best Creed film that we've ever gotten, and I think that honestly is certainly saying a lot. Michael B. Jordan did an incredible job, not just performance-wise in front of the camera, but behind the camera. And that is certainly no easy task for somebody to do, but to see him and what he was capable of doing in this movie, give me another Michael B. Jordan movie any day of the week. If I had to grade this movie, easily. I think the only thing that really keeps this movie from being an A+ for me is I kind of wanted this movie to be a little bit longer. I told my girlfriend, I said, maybe 15-20 minutes longer would have really been great to kind of flesh out a couple more things. But for me, it's really rare that I sit down and watch a movie and I'm like, I want more. I need more. You know what I mean? So I do think that this certainly went a long way in fulfilling that for me. So really pleased, man. Again, I'm a big fan of the Rocky franchise. The fact that I got the opportunity to watch all 3 films this week certainly helped in regards to carrying over the knowledge for this movie. But this is just in a league of its own. You can definitely feel the freshness. The soundtrack was pretty incredible. I think there might have been some Dr. Dre in here. There was definitely some Dreamville with like J. Cole, maybe even JID Jid in here. I think I even heard like Big Sean. I mean, it's very rare that I want to purchase a soundtrack for myself. This is one that I'm definitely going to go ahead and certainly get. And I really am looking forward to the next Creed movies in this franchise, and I really hope it does well, certainly at the box office. For me, especially now as sort of like a family man, it's really cool to kind of see Adonis in that headspace and having to worry and look out for other people sort of besides himself. And honestly, the older that he winds up getting, Michael B. Jordan in here, I swear he continues to look more and more like Apollo Creed, like his father. Adonis definitely continues to look more and more like his father each movie, if you personally ask me, man. But great stuff, guys. If you got no plans this weekend, please make some to go ahead and check out Creed 3. I'm giving it an A. But listen, if you have seen Creed 3, I definitely want to know your thoughts. These are simply my A+ opinions. I want to know yours. What did you guys think of Creed 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section box below. And in the meantime, do me a big favor as always, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it A+. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.